Joseph, take your woman and child and escape. Joseph,
take your woman and child to safety.
Mary, we must leave here. We must take the child and go.
In the middle of the night?
I was told, take your woman and child to safety, Joseph. A voice.
Whose voice was it?
I don't know. That's it, take the child. Hurry. We have no time to lose. The voice said, take the mother and child and escape. Hurry.
People of Jerusalem, pray that God will save the life of Herod, our king.
O Lord God, the people of Jerusalem beg you, free the king of Israel from his sickness unto death. Dear God, we beseech thee to have mercy on our king.
Pray that our king's life be spared. All pray for King Herod.
The mud of Arabia has restored you to health many times in the past. You shall be cured.
How many infants? How many children did you eliminate in Bethlehem?
48 perished in the massacre. The soldiers obeyed King Herod the Magnificent. 48 children were slain. These included all who were born in Bethlehem during the last 3 years. Any order of Herod, King of Galilee, monarch of the elected people, is state law. There were no rebellions, no protests. One woman who tried to shield a child was killed. As compensation to the heads of those families, the amount of 100 denarii has been given.
To defend all my sovereign authority, I needed these deaths. I even had my own sons killed. But it is useless. Remember the prophecy. And you, Bethlehem, you in the land of Judea, is where the nascent occasion shall occur and the new king of Israel will be born.
No, my lord. There shall be no king among those who were born in Bethlehem. Not one infant was saved.
The words of the prophet are the words of God. How can one win over such a prophecy?
It's come. Just now.
Glory to the name of Herod.
And thus Herod died, without knowing that a child born in Bethlehem was spared from the massacre, a child called Jesus.
There's something strange there, do you see?
No, I see nothing.
On the door, a light like a star.
star. No, I don't see it, but I'll take your word for it. You see things that others don't.
You are Saphir, aren't you?
Do you know that man?
No, don't know him.
You should remember me.
No, I don't remember you.
Why have you returned? Why?
I don't understand you.
Where do you come from?
Qumran, on our way to Jerusalem.
But why do you answer him?
But there is a much shorter route. Why did you come this way?
Should I just get rid of him?
You're talking to the man who brought you to that hut 7 years ago. Do you remember?
Omar, go to Jerusalem. I'll join you there later.
It's some kind of buckle. It shines in the sun, but it's not worth anything. If you like it, I'll sell it to you.
Who gave it to you?
No one gave it to me. I found it here in the straw. Perhaps it belonged to that carpenter and his wife.
I wonder how they were able to escape in time.
It's a mystery. Herod's soldiers were going from house to house, but I was the only one who knew there was a family here, and I have told no one but you.
I'll buy it. Is that enough?
You promised me a lot more that night should I locate the baby.
Take these coins too and forget that you ever saw me. Did that family disappear into thin air?
Someone saw them, I heard.
Maybe it's not an accident that I came this way. Destiny is unforeseeable.
The caravan! It's the caravan!
You heard me, traveler. The tax must be paid.
We're not stopping here. We're on our way through.
You have to pay.
But why?
You have to pay the tax.
It's not fair.
Hey.
We're carrying nothing of any value.
Hey. Here, some dates.
We'll divide them! We'll divide them up!
Move out of the way! More! Stop pushing! Let me have some! Me too!
Ephraim! You're always the last one home. Don't you know it's late?
It's late.
Joseph, you must reprimand him.
Why me?
Because you're responsible for his education.
Oh, dear. The poor man works hard from morning till night, and then...
Are you afraid he'll be offended?
Did you hear, Jesus? Your mother feels that I should reprimand you. On the other hand, you might have had a good reason for being late. Tell me.
You are always taking his side.
Soup's cold.
It doesn't matter. I'm not hungry anyway.
Well, that's certainly a logical answer.
All children have their own logic, and it usually ends in cold soup. The hat?
It's your present.
Jesus, you are going to eat your soup just the same, hot or cold. You and your father.
Mary, for some time now I've been thinking.
Perhaps that is the reason you're not sleeping.
I've been thinking that there's not enough work here for a carpenter.
After 7 years? Just what is on your mind?
It seems to me, if you want to know, that every child has the right to grow up in his native land.
You're using your son as an excuse.
Well, the point is, I've been thinking about our future.
We're happy here.
We said we'd stay here only one night, remember?
We stayed because we'd found a safe place.
No, I don't think there's danger any longer. Today I went to look at the desert. The sea of deserts, the desert of Sunni, the desert of Negev, the desert of Judah, all the way to Galilee. All the way to Galilee. And it seemed to me as though I could see Nazareth. I want to return.
It was that long ago dream that told us we must flee. Perhaps another one will tell us when to return.
Watch! Yeah!
Death to the Romans! Death to the Romans!
The slingshot is a deadly weapon. If the invader isn't killed, he's reduced to half a man. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 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 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. All right, now you try.
Huh?
Sooner or later, you have to learn.
No, wait! The Romans!
There is the enemy. The oppressor, the usurper, the impure one, the Roman. For 50 years, he has occupied our land.
For 50 years he's occupied.
He extracts illegal tribute.
He extracts illegal tribute.
Appoints false kings.
False kings.
Corrupt priests.
Corrupt priests.
Halt!
Where are you going?
To Etham, then to Egypt.
Empty your baskets on the ground.
Why?
Do as I say.
I don't understand. We are merchants. We come in peace.
We'll find that out soon enough.
What are you looking for?
Arms.
They carry no weapons.
I have to check. Those are my orders.
Whose orders?
My commander.
Who's your commander?
Titus Rufus.
I know Titus. You will take me to him.
That's what I should write to the Emperor. In Palestine, the mosquitoes are the victors. Do you know how many years I've been here? 8. I think they've forgotten me in Rome. That I could survive another raid is unlikely. 8 years of silence is in a cemetery. And the sand.
And those massacres.
Oh, you're exaggerating. Normal police operations. In the north, there were several disorders. Some man in Galilee started an uprising. Thousands of rebels, thousands of crosses, and we don't want some hothead to export this Judean madness to Egypt. Oh, do you have your pass for safe conduct with you?
Rufus, is this really necessary? We've known each other for so many years.
That's why I want to see it. Yours is the only name.
And the seal of Herod Antipatus. After all, he's the heir of the other Herod, the great hero, so revered by his people.
Heir to nothing. Now we're in command here. This needs the signature of the Roman administrator. You Judeans have to get used to the idea you don't count anymore.
I am Saphir, son of Abla the Syrian. Judean only for money, and for personal reasons.
Personal reasons? You'll explain them to me. Now let's go to dinner. Drink.
A welcome respite after so long in the desert, but I have the impression you're trying to get me drunk.
Yes, because I want to find out just why you're here.
It's for a personal reason.
Listen, Saphir. My policeman's instinct says that you're up to something. Are you some kind of an official, an astrologer of the court, a magician? I feel you're on a very serious mission of some kind. Now, why do I feel that?
This is extraordinary. Where do you get it, Titus?
Answer.
I'm here to kill someone, Titus.
That's an illegal act. I could have you arrested.
Ah, but Titus, listen. He's a dangerous enemy of Israel and of my king.
And is perfectly legal.
It's a small boy.
Zephyr, I don't want trouble.
But it is only a small formality. An unusually simple affair, Titus. I'll make sure there's no one around.
A small boy?
Yes. He was to have died 7 years ago, but somehow they eluded our soldiers and it's time for them to pay.
Jesus?
Can I work with you today?
Work with me? But I'm supposed to see you go to school.
You can send me to school later. What work do you have to do?
A broken door. It doesn't close properly.
Your knife. It's sharpened, Keela.
Huh? Yes.
Remember carefully what I tell you. Water is the main enemy of the carpenter.
But it never rains here.
I guess I was thinking of somewhere else. Anyway, water is the enemy, because it swells and splits the wood.
When do we return to Nazareth?
You want to go to Nazareth?
This is not the house of my father.
Joseph, the teacher wants to see you right away.
No, it's not about your son's schoolwork. He hasn't completed learning the alphabet, but there's plenty of time for that. I sent for you because you're an excellent carpenter. And the synagogue needs 3 new benches. But I can't afford to pay more than 2 shekels.
I would have thought more like 10 shekels, with all due respect.
There are only 3 benches, after all.
But they must be well made if they're to last.
Let's call it 3 shekels.
Think of the price of the wood. It has to come from a distance.
All right, 4 shekels.
Father, you mustn't forget the price of the glue.
You're right.
Listen to the little fox. All right, then. That's it. You'll get 5 shekels. I've been wanting to have them fixed for a long time, but there's never enough money. The synagogue is poor. We'll do 3 this year and 3 next year. Here's something on account.
Thank you.
You know, I recall very well that first day that you arrived here.
7 years ago. We were on our way to Egypt, and we decided to stop here. I really don't know why.
This is the border village. Many come here, few stay. But there are a few advantages. In Palestine, 1 foot, in Egypt, the other. It's relatively easy to cross the border, depending on the circumstances.
We'll be sorry to leave.
You're leaving?
Sooner or later, yes, we'll go home. To Galilee.
When, can't you tell me?
No. We're waiting for a sign.
A sign?
I can't imagine. Tell me. Eh? A letter from Nazareth?
No.
I bet it's something about the well.
No.
5 shekels for 3 benches.
The teacher didn't want to pay more than 4.
This is on account, but if I'm going to finish on time, I'm going to need some help.
I'll help you.
Good, but now we must decide how to spend the advance. Here are the 6 coins that we have to give back to our friend Nathan.
Why?
Because we owe him.
Half a shekel for wool for weaving. I'd like it in color, even if it is a bit more expensive.
2.5 shekels for a pair of milking goats. That leaves us 2 million.
2 million?
What shall we do?
What can we do with 2 million?
I know. I can go and buy a bird at the market.
All right, that will be your pay if you help me.
Jesus, come back here. You... Jesus. What am I going to do with him?
He's just acting his age.
You always take his side.
I received your message, sir. And I've brought excellent tidings. They are still here, but plan to make a departure.
You are sure that it's them?
It all corresponds. Their origin, date of arrival, the names. The husband is Joseph, he's a carpenter. Her name is Mary. They're from Nazareth, but the child was born in Bethlehem.
Good healthy goats for sale.
You're not able to sleep?
No.
Anything wrong?
No, nothing. I was just thinking of something the child said to me. He said, "Father, when do we return to Nazareth?"
He must have heard us talking.
No. Believe me. It was his own thought. He seemed upset. Had difficulty saying it to me. And then he added something quite puzzling. "No," he said. "This is not the house of my father." His exact words.
Mary?
Mary, what was he trying to tell me? That he knows I'm not his father?
My son has your name.
Yes.
I lay with no man and you believed me. You still believe that, don't you?
Yes.
Then you are his father just as much as I am his mother. The two of us, together, equal. We'll be his parents as long as he's on this earth.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Are you Mary of Nazareth?
I am. And you?
I am Nathan ben Joab.
How may I help you, son of Joab?
Nothing in particular. I just wanted to meet you.
My husband isn't here. Please come another time.
And I would also like to meet your son.
My son? Why the interest in my son?
Because I know he was born in Bethlehem.
Yes, he was born in Bethlehem.
It wasn't like the others' his birth. I'm a merchant. I happen to be in Bethlehem on business. It was told to me that in a stable that lay outside the village, in these unusual conditions, a child was born. Following that birth, I was told there were 3 kings from the Orient there to render homage to the infant. It seems they were guided by a star. Well, I've long been interested in astrology, and it was for this reason the story fascinated me. In fact, for years I asked myself what had happened to that child. Recently I came again by chance to Bethlehem, and I asked and was told where I could find you. I was poor then, but now I am rich. And if you can assure me that you are the mother of that child, I will make a splendid gift to your son.
If you are so sure, why do you ask so many questions?
I could be mistaken.
Your uncertainty is a sign of truth. Therefore, I owe you respect. And with respect, I tell you that you're mistaken. I'm sorry. I'm not that woman. Should you return even with empty hands, my husband and I will welcome you to our house. Shalom.
I forgot to say, not every child was massacred. One was saved. A child called Jesus, or so they say in Bethlehem.
A massacre?
Yes, the massacre, the killings. All the children in Bethlehem under 3 years of age were ordered killed by King Herod because of an old prophecy that one of them was destined to be king of Israel. But perhaps you didn't hear of this because you left before it happened.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I see that my words have disturbed you, Mary of Nazareth. You've nothing to fear. King Herod is dead, and his centurions have short memories. No one any longer refers to that event. Your son is not in any danger. Shalom.
Those children, all my children, died so that my son might live.
Yes, that man told the truth. I learned of the massacre 2 or 3 days after we left Bethlehem. Do you recall the night we camped out in the area of Hebron, when I had to sell the donkey for a milk goat?
I recall.
That night, 2 men told me what had happened in Bethlehem. If the dream hadn't warned us, Herod would have taken the life of our son, too.
They killed all those children. Why didn't you tell me?
No, no. There was a purpose in not telling you. There was a child to raise. My fear was enough for the 2 of us. I'm not ashamed to admit that I was afraid. I couldn't speak to anyone about it. No one could help me. Sometimes you observed me in silence. You were aware that something was wrong. What is it, Joseph, you'd say? And I'd invent something. Work. Money that I didn't have enough of. Now you know. For so long, not a day went by that I didn't think about the massacre. I was petrified lest Herod would kill the baby, and it would all end. And at night, I was afraid that the dream would never return. The dream that saved our son.
You have done good work, Kayla.
I also have a plan.
First take this, on account. Now tell me.
Look. It's him. The good carpenter Joseph. I have a plan, the carrying out of which should not be in the least difficult. He's not that old. I'd say 40 more or less. And he looks to be quite strong, but the type that has never handled a sword in his entire life. If I surprise him in the dark, I'm sure
You're
I can...
mistaken. He's not the one I want killed.
But then who?
The child.
The child?
Be cautious, Kayla. Find a way to cause an accident. Make sure there's no reason for suspicion.
You look like you're afraid.
Yes. My fear is that you'll not be able to finish your work.
Sir? Sir, this is yours, I believe, sir. You lost it or threw it away.
I dropped it.
It looks strange. What is it?
Map of the stars. Do you like it?
Yes.
I wish I were able to give it to you.
So young. I suppose you'll probably reprove me. You'd pay so much for a child. You have a murderous heart.
Do the job, Kayla. I'll pay you double.
For a child.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31.
32!
32!
We counted 32.
One is missing.
But you have so many.
That's true. But the lost one is worth more than all the others.
Why do you say that?
Because if it's lost, that means that it needs help. All together now, boys. We must find that missing animal. Find it and bring it back here.
Go! Where are you? There he is! Stay right
happened?
What happened?
A boy was buried.
What happened? Jad! What happened?
A landslide.
Who was it?
Jesus.
How did it happen? Where is he? Have they found him?
They're digging.
Jad, how did it happen?
It was a huge slab of sand. Dig!
Lord, hear my prayer. Dear God, I have heard your voice inside me. Through my body, your word has become man in the person and flesh of my son. A mother begs you to please spare the life of Jesus, our son.
Look! We found him! Help me! Careful. Slowly. He's alive! Jesus. My son.
We saved him.
No, he was saved by an angel of God.
My heart exults in the Lord.
My heart exults in the Lord.
God gives us life and God gives us death.
God gives us life and God gives us death.
My heart exults in the Lord.
My heart exults in the Lord.
We thank thee, Lord, for thy mercy.
I want to thank all of you. We owe you a great debt of gratitude. May God bless you and keep you well. Thank you.
Once more, brothers and sisters, let us thank the Lord for his mercy.
Thank you, Lord, for thy mercy.
You two are everything, and I am nothing. You have no idea how many times I've asked myself, why? Why? I don't understand. Why was I chosen to be with you and your son? You and he, you're different. I'm only Joseph. Joseph the carpenter, son of Jacob of the tribe of David. I'm like the others, even less than the others. Why was I chosen? Sometimes I think that No. I must take care of you, protect you, and I try to do my best always.
You can't do more than your best.
My best is not enough. I feel that what happened was my fault.
You are mistaken.
No. Mary, your son could have died. I don't believe it was an accident. I think it was something worse.
What options are there?
We're going to leave. Tonight. No, right now, get as far away as possible. I'll get our things. I guess we're lucky. We own so little, there's not much to carry. Oh no, I forgot the benches. How am I going to repay the advance now?
Don't answer.
Joseph, it's Jad.
Enter.
How is he? Is the boy all right?
He's fine. He's sleeping.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Friend, you should beware. There was someone up on the hill just before the landslide. I've seen him before, and I don't like him. That's what I've come to tell you. Be careful. He could be dangerous.
Thank you, Jad. I'll be on the lookout for him. Thank you.
Shalom.
Jad, wait. Would you mind giving this money to the rabbi in the synagogue tomorrow?
It's an offering because Jesus' life was spared. That right?
That's a good reason.
Until tomorrow.
Tomorrow will be far away.
coin in his fist. You know what that means. He killed for money. He worked for us, too. He must have made a serious error.
Yes, undoubtedly.
You knew him. You were seen together.
If you want to find the culprit, listen to me. You know that Joseph, the carpenter? He left in the middle of the night with his wife and son, no apparent reason. Doesn't that strike you as odd?
I don't believe I ever saw a tree quite so pretty.
And who am I, do they think?
There are those who say that you're John, the one who baptizes.
Peter, call the others. I must know the answer. Who am I to the people?
Others say that you are the prophet Elijah.
Still others say you're an ancient prophet come back to life.
You, Peter? What do you see?
You are the Savior.
The Messiah.
Jesus? I told you not to stray.
You are the ones who strayed.
He's still asleep, I see. How has he been?
He awakened shortly after you left to look for wood. He was crying. I thought he was cold, but he said he was warm. He said some strange things. He spoke of Galilee as though we were in Galilee, where he's never been. I couldn't tell if he was dreaming.
The dreams of children, the ancients say, are brought by a special angel. Let us sleep. has been a long journey, my son. This beautiful river is where Egypt begins, and soon our journey will be over. In Egypt, there are scriptures that predict the sons of Israel shall find salvation and peace. This is our son. We ask your hospitality for him.
Why for him and not for you and this woman?
He's our only possession of value. We place him under your protection.
Move out of the way. A strange way of asking for hospitality. But I guess you have your own good reasons. Where are you from?
The desert of Sur.
That's like saying from nowhere.
We are shepherds.
You don't have even one sheep.
We lost our flock.
I don't believe you. Your story is too vague. This child you call your son, for instance. Did you steal him?
Wicked woman. How could you say such a thing?
These things occur often. Egypt is a frontier. Professionals sell children to eunuchs in Alexandria. For tonight, find yourselves a place outside the village. Tomorrow at dawn, be off.
There. He lives up there in that tent. It must be 2 weeks now. He acts as though he's some type of hermit.
His name is Saphir?
From Jerusalem.
He's my master. Every once in a while, he needs to be by himself. Master! Master, it's me, Omar! Master! It's only me, your own Omar. You told me to wait in Jerusalem, I waited. Then I had this feeling that you might need me. I wasn't mistaken in coming to look for you, was I? Did I do well? They told me you were fasting.
You must subjugate the body if you wish to release the mind. It is my way of arriving at truth. To redefine my goals and return to the path.
Let us return at once to Jerusalem. They await you. Herod Antipatus was attacked in a dream by serpents. Nobody was able to explain his dream to him. He wants to confer with you. He says you're the only person who can help him.
Herod Antipatus can wait. I too dreamed of a serpent. Dreaming of serpents has this meaning. The beginning of understanding something previously unknown.
It's just ahead. There it is. Alexandria.
We've never been to such a large city. We'll be lost.
We'll be fine. There are many Jews there, and a large synagogue in town, too. We have been so long in such a small village, far from everything. Who can say how many things have happened that we know absolutely nothing about? Don't worry, Mary. Everything will be fine.
Father! I found a stone head!
You probably found what's left of the statue of a pharaoh.
Were they that big, the pharaohs?
No, but they were very powerful. Let's sit down. Jews were once slaves here, but Moses freed us.
The god Hazar was lord of the earth and of the river. In presupposing he was an ancient pharaoh, you're wrong.
You didn't know about Hazar.
No. In the temples of Jerusalem, there are no statues or images. For us Jews, God must not be made into an image.
I learned yet another discipline. A teacher in Nazareth, he said, God created all human beings in his image. So, a human reflects his image.
Deities are good. Deities are good. Deities
deities are good. May the gods grant wisdom to you. May the gods grant health to you. The deities are good. The deities are good. The deities are good. The deities are good. The deities are good.
Where are they bringing that cat?
It's a funeral. Here the cats are looked on as sacred. Let's find the synagogue.
Father, I've never seen so many people in one place. Are all cities like this?
I believe so.
Everything has its own moment and every act its own time under the heavens. A time to live, a time to die. A time to sow, a time to reap that which is planted. A time to kill, a time to heal. A time to destroy, a time to build. A time to cry, a time to laugh. A time to search, a time to lose. A time to hate, a time to love.
Shalom.
Shalom.
So, the arrival of a new family unit. A good addition, my friends, to this congregation. I pray to Jehovah. Hear my fervent prayer, O Jehovah. Hear my cry. Before thee I am a pilgrim, a guest like all my fathers. Elijah will accompany you. You know what to do, Elijah, don't you? We can't offer much. We too depend on the community. What little we have, we'll share, and what we don't have, we'll do without.
Names have meaning. Do you think it a coincidence that my name is that of the prophet, the one that escaped death?
I am called Jesus.
Jesus? Signifying the God who saves. Don't you think it a bit presumptuous to name your son that?
In fact, it's quite common where we come from. Like mine, Joseph.
Joseph, why did you tell him our names?
Oh, but I had to declare them at the synagogue. All they ask is a minimum of loyalty. These people are helping us.
Shalom.
Shalom.
You wait here.
Shalom.
I'm named Jesus. What are you making?
A little dove. Yes, that's right.
You're using clay?
All right, it's all arranged. You'll live upstairs. This house belongs to the synagogue. From time to time, we let people who can't pay live here, as in your case. I mean to say you'll be living near people like yourselves.
We are grateful.
I am merely following the orders of my venerable rabbi.
Jesus!
This is where you will live.
Plenty of light.
I'll have it fixed up in no time.
It's so big.
Oh, I brought you another essential. The lamp. It's the holy lamp.
Thanks again. But there's no oil in it.
You'll have to see to that yourselves. But remember that which you may use to light the lamp, and that which you may not. Not with pitch, not with wax, not with oil of castor. Definitely not with the fat from the goat's tail, nor certainly with tallow. Is that clear? Rabbi Nashim teaches us that you may do it with lard tallow. But others teach you can use suet tallow as well.
If lighting a lamp is so complicated, it'd be easier if people would sit under the moon, Mother.
Now this is our home. I think I'm going to really like it. That man who brought us here was endearing. But most of all, I feel that we are finally safe and secure. Safe, secure, in a house with no doors or windows. I can rest now.
Tomorrow I'll go and look for work. And you'll see. I'll find work. I've got to talk to the foreman. Now wait right here. Don't move, huh?
You're wasting your time. We have enough laborers.
I'm a carpenter. I know the work.
Carpenter? Let me see your hands. You're a carpenter.
Well?
We don't need just carpenters. This is a shipyard. We need marine carpenters.
I've worked in a shipyard.
Listen, if you had, you would have said so first.
I tell you, I've already worked in the shipyards at Caesarea for the Romans. Try me. 2 days at half pay.
20 days at half pay. You work on that, and we'll see what you know how to do, all right? Who is that boy?
My son.
Ah, your son. And what's he doing here?
Watching me work. He's always done that. He likes to watch.
I don't want children hanging around.
But he can help.
Really?
Yes, watch. Show him.
Tell the boy to go.
You'll have to go, son.
denarii. That's 6 altogether. Am I right? That's 6. I said 6 altogether. I didn't say 4. I said 8.
You see a couple of foreigners and you can make up your own rules. I'm not going to put up with it. I say that Dracula is worth twice that. Neither my wife nor myself are idiots. We didn't come here to be insulted. You ought to be ashamed of yourself trying to take advantage of a couple hunters.
Back the denarii.
Thief!
Calm down. He won't get away. I recognize that thief.
Here he is.
What did he steal?
Money. He's got it on him. I saw it.
I'll show you what you earn by stealing. Give me that. This is what you get. You're the disgrace of the quarter.
What are you doing here? Why didn't you go home? What did you do? Wander around all day long? You shouldn't have waited for me. I shouldn't even have let you come with me today. I know what you're thinking. It's all over your face. It's the way that foreman talked to me. But what did you expect me to do? Should I have knocked him down? He's the boss. He's not a bad man. He's just the boss. Yes, I know it was better when your father was his own boss. You're old enough to understand. Work is work. And whoever pays you for that work wants you to do it his way. That's the law of life. The money that man pays me buys food and oil. Do you understand?
You do everything for me, but gold is dross.
About what happened today. Let's not tell Mama. Huh? I wouldn't want her to worry about us.
There are many here in this building. Every nationality. There's a woman who sings all the time in a loud voice. She bothers everyone in the building. Not me. She sings a song I used to hear in Galilee. Songs do travel, don't they? What are you smiling at? What did I say? Someday I wish I could get in on the secret.
May the Lord be with you, Rabbi.
I think that you are a stranger here. And not a Hebrew, not one of our kind.
If you ask me in, I will explain. I've come from Jerusalem, sent by Herod Antipatus, Tetrarch of Judea.
Then it must be something of great importance.
Yes, very important. I believe that you recently received a Jewish family made up of 3 persons. Father, mother, and their boy. The man's name is Joseph.
Joseph? That's a very common name.
All you need to do is check your register.
That's true, only I'd need a good reason for doing it.
The name of Herod Antipatus isn't enough.
No, I do not recognize his jurisdiction. I recognize only the power of the great priest of Jerusalem.
It's not a matter of religion, it's a matter of murder. This man Joseph is a killer. He killed an innocent man at the frontier recently. No known reason. A cold-blooded act. Rabbi, it can be handled quietly. Tell me where I can find him.
I do not recall a recent arrival called Joseph, nor a man with a family. I must inquire. If there is a killer in hiding here in the city of Alexandria, I'll let you know.
Keep moving. Keep moving. Halt.
The rabbi sent me.
Then it's Joseph you want to see. Wait here.
the skin does not interest me. You're a foreigner.
Sorry, I have no time.
My name is Samira. You can come and stay with me. You won't be sorry.
You're not his type.
Wait. You like the herbs that make you dream. Come with me. In my soul, I see that you're perfect. Come. You ought to try it.
Ah, Joseph.
You wanted to see me, Rabbi?
Yes. Nothing important. Just to better acquaint myself with so recent an arrival.
What can I tell you? I'm a poor man who wants to better himself. Left Judea, came looking for work. Beyond that, what can I say?
Why did you leave your village?
To look for work.
Only? No other reason?
I don't understand.
You didn't have any problem with the law there by any chance?
With the law? Me? No, Rabbi.
I believe you. You have an honest face. In the courts of men, that wouldn't count for very much. But we're here. We're here. In the house of God, I can exercise the freedom to judge a man.
Thank you.
Go in peace.
Rabbi.
Yes?
Wait. You're right. I haven't told you the whole truth.
Come.
The children were massacred to protect Herod's reign.
Who can forget that night?
My son was supposed to have died with the other children. But I was warned.
By whom?
By a dream. I know. It isn't easy to believe me.
Not necessarily. Continue.
That was the real reason why we fled to Egypt.
Where was your son born?
In Bethlehem.
Bethlehem? When?
The year of the census. It was the longest night of that year. Why? Does that have any meaning?
Who can say? I'm just a tired old religious scholar. We must hasten to thank Jehovah. Your wife and son abide here safe. You're no longer in danger in Judea,
Yes. Shalom.
Shalom. You heard everything?
My ears are full. A good man. One of those who wouldn't hurt a fly. Which does not necessarily constitute a virtue. It hasn't yet been established whether that lowly insect is pure or impure.
What a strange coincidence. The night of the census. And the longest night of the year.
Joseph is a visionary. Palestine is full of them.
Bethlehem. The prophet said, "Ye are not the least city of all the cities throughout Judea."
May God forgive you, Rabbi. Those are the words of the holy prophet Micaiah.
Infant son, born to a virgin, the savior of all Israel.
The son of a carpenter?
was thinking, those poor strangers just arrived.
You haven't told me your name.
Oh, you're right. I thought you knew it because I'm so well known around here. It's Samira. I too am from the countryside. And I was thinking, those poor people who just got here are going to need a lot of things to establish a new home.
You are quite right.
And so, I brought you a present. A little gift.
A gift from me?
Yes, a present to welcome you. It's the custom here. Oh, we Egyptians are a hospitable people. Look at it and see if you like it. It's a pretty dress. Try it on.
Yes, it's pretty.
Try it on.
No.
It's a little tight for me. Go ahead, try it on. See if it fits.
I'm sorry, I can't take it.
Are you offended?
No, on the contrary, you've been very kind.
Oh, perhaps I should have brought something for your son instead. Which one is he, by the way? That little one there? He has a sweet face.
They look alike. My boy is just another boy. Neither smaller nor larger than the others. I have a hard time picking him out myself sometimes. Oh, there's my husband. I have to go. We must talk again sometime. Strange woman.
Who was she?
She owns a house near here, she said.
You know that you're not to talk with strangers.
Is something wrong?
No.
Something's happened. I can see it in your face.
The rabbi sent for me. I told him why we're here. Did I do wrong?
No, you did the right thing to tell him the truth. It's not possible to live in hiding all the time like guilty people.
You're right. He's a good man. He will help us to protect the boy. Now that he knows.
Knows. He is still my baby.
Who do people say I am? Peter, call the others together. I must understand this. Who am I to the people?
Jesus.
What do you want?
It's true then. Your name is Jesus. I heard them calling you, but I wasn't sure. You are beautiful.
You are not evil.
Why do you say that? How can you know?
I divine it.
She's dying. Jero's daughter is dying. What can be done?
He can heal her.
Your soul aches, I know you suffer. I share everything in you. I share in your pain and in your sorrow, and I bid you judge not, lest ye be judged.
You are the only one who can help. My daughter is dying. She's only 12 years old. My daughter is dying.
Come.
dying. Jiro's daughter is dying. What can be done?
He can heal her.
She's been sick for a long time.
She touched him.
Someone's hand.
It could have been anyone, Master. There are so many here.
A woman's hand. I sensed a force going out of me.
It was I. My hand, mine you felt. I've been sick for so many years, and now you've healed me.
Daughter, your faith is your salvation. Be at peace.
I knew that touching your vestment, I would then be released from pain. You were the only one who could cure me, and you cured me.
Come along. Much to do.
Did you find the child?
The child? No.
You haven't found the child?
No.
Samira, I know that you're not telling me the truth. Why?
I tell you, I didn't find him.
You know, these herbs do me a world of good. They are good for clearing the mind. You are right, you know. Shall I tell you what really happened? You did locate the child. He looked at you, uttered a truth you couldn't comprehend, and he made you a believer.
Jesus, tell me what it was you saw.
But I already did.
You must obey me.
It was just like I told you it was.
Where did you see the man?
Over there.
But this 12-year-old girl, and the woman you say he cured.
It was there, or it was elsewhere.
You said there were houses, olive trees.
Also a lake, I recall it now. They said it was called the Lake of Gerasa.
Gerasa? Are you sure? Because Gerasa is very far from here, in Palestine.
You don't believe it, do you?
Listen, Jesus, all children imagine strange things. It's part of childhood, a child's imagination. And imagining and fantasizing are beautiful.
When I grow up, will you still doubt?
Oh, my child, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
May I go out now?
His words, do you remember? That man, when she touched his garment, do you remember his words? Can you repeat them?
I sensed a force going out of me.
Where are you going?
It's my wife. Can I go and see what has happened?
You there. Over here. And bring a saw.
He remembered everything, word for word. It was as though he had actually seen what he described.
But you know that's not possible.
I know it's not possible, but if you had heard, it was really as though he'd been there. Talk to him, Joseph.
And say what? Discontinue such fantasy.
It's not funny. He saw something out there that actually exists. It exists. The lake at Gerasa exists. I'm at a loss to describe what happened.
Perhaps you heard us talk about it. He heard us and imagined that he'd been there.
But that man, the words he said, the boy could not create such a story.
Won't you calm down? For our son's sake, it's not good to carry on like this.
You're right, I know.
Mary, listen.
I'm not a good mother.
Mary, listen to me. We found a safe place here. We don't have to live in fear anymore. You're happy here, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
So, let's allow our son to grow. With his dreams, his secrets, with his thoughts. We can't understand everything.
He's changing.
Wouldn't you want him to change?
I'd like to help him.
Should go there.
They're working on it over there.
Do you think that locker will be large enough for the sail? How much ballast will it need? If you're gonna keep staring at me with those puppy dog eyes, you might as well go work with your father.
Thanks.
Hand me that one. Now get me the tool. Not that tool, no, the other. That one.
Father, how beautiful!
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Will you buy it for me? Let's buy something for Mother. Just look at those pretty things.
Calm down, we'll do our shopping later. Calm down.
That bracelet is nice. The sugar! The sugar!
Doves for sale.
Beautiful doves there. Stop here.
I'd be delighted to look at a dove.
I got a lot of doves here. You just say how many you want. I'm happy to do business with you.
How much?
3 denarii.
Give me one.
Are you buying it for me or for you?
I'm buying it for the sacrifice.
What does sacrifice mean?
It means that we offer the Lord the pure blood of this dove.
In other words, you're saying you must kill it.
No, not me, the rabbi.
But doesn't Almighty God prefer to hear his birds alive greeting the morning?
I'm sorry. I don't want it. But if you like, I'll pay you just the same.
No, not that type person. The only thing I ask is that the two of you get out of here before I'm ruined.
And now we'll make the dove fly. Get ready. Look how the dove is flying. Now watch here. It's flying. Mine, no.
Shalom.
Mary, you must watch your son. Otherwise, I'll be forced to advise all the mothers to keep their children away from Jesus.
Please don't say that, Rachel. We just arrived and we need everyone's help. If Jesus did something wrong...
My son came home with a live bird. He said Jesus made it. What does that mean, Jesus made it?
I don't know. They're children. They play.
You don't see what's going on. They stole the bird. They stole it from the market. Your son is teaching the others how to steal. It had better stop.
Rachel, wait.
And if we ever find anything missing from one of our houses, we'll know who the culprit is.
It won't happen again. I promise you, it won't happen. Rabbi, is it possible?
I believe what you have told me, Mary. But you must learn to distinguish between what seems to be and what is.
But what if he did create the bird? Is it possible it really happened?
The creation of life from nothing is an impossibility. Only the creator of all things can produce such a miracle. And it is an act of infinite love toward all creatures.
I don't know what to do, Rabbi.
Defend your son with silence. Keep these mysteries in your heart. Speak of this with no one.
It's Mother with our lunch. I wonder what she brought today.
Lunchtime. Half an hour.
Wait!
I'm hungry.
I want you to eat some bread. Here.
I've changed my mind. I want the boy alive.
Alive, Saphir?
Yes. For a very good reason.
And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Every year during the 7th month after harvesting the fruits of the earth, you will celebrate a feast in my honor. The first day you will gather the most beautiful fruits, with palm leaves, leafy tree branches, and willows that grow near the rapids. And you will express your joy to me all week long."
This way. Here. The feast has already begun. You're late.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, Rabbi.
Dedicate another
Welcome.
offering to me in the same manner. You will offer sacrifices of wine and grain. And I say furthermore unto you, I am thy Lord and God. During the 8th week I bid you, all sons of Israel, I bid you to live in the huts. You must all live in the huts so that your descendants will know that I had their ancestors live in the huts when I led them out of Egypt.
Today is a holiday. Why are those men working?
They're Egyptians, not Hebrews like us.
I want to see what the fishermen
Careful.
caught.
How embarrassing, a carpenter who doesn't know how to build a hut.
There's nothing to see, no fish in the nets.
Don't touch, you're not supposed to.
There's not a fish to be found in the sea.
Now, hurry! Pull in the net!
Careful, don't tear the net.
Come, fill the baskets.
How do you explain it? There wasn't a fish from here to Cyprus.
You're right. The net was empty. I can't explain it.
Where is he? He's got to come.
The shipyard is burning.
Mary! Mary! The shipyard's on fire! I'm going down!
Joseph, be careful.
Destroy it. You've got to save it. The fire will destroy it. I tell you, you've got to save the boat. Wet it down.
Stand back! It's dangerous!
Now the woman and child are alone. Shall we go?
Mary, open! Mary, it's Samira, open! Mary, come with me! Move before it is too late! Take your son, now!
When we take her, what do we do with her?
They are both gone.
How could you know that?
I saw the truth in the flames.
Jews, when they are threatened, they stick together. It's right for us to help when a Jew's in trouble.
Thank you, Samira.
I thank you for my son and myself.
Let us go. They are waiting for us.
Why so upset? Surprised at you. So the boy and his mother got away. It's happened only twice.
Idiot! Not the second time, the third. Have you never heard of the massacre at Bethlehem?
No.
You're lying. The most heinous crime in memory. Infanticide by the sword.
You're crazed.
They were 49. Under 2 years old. Or were they 48? That's my problem. Did he escape King Herod's massacre? The one infant that posed a threat to my king? Answer me!
Why me, Saphir? What for?
48 infants. I missed only one.
Since when were you a soldier?
It was I who knew the prophecy. I bade King Herod to slaughter all those children. I've been searching all through these years. No peace ever. Since the night, in the sight of God, I am nothing. A Syrian god or a pagan god or a Jewish god? I don't know which god. I don't know which god is persecuting me.
Elisha, where are we going?
To him who sets gold and silver like jewels of light. Psalm 27. Or is it 127? He's a goldsmith, one of us. He's waiting for us. Only in God does my soul find comfort.
Because from him comes salvation.
Here they are, brother. Our people in need. The rabbi told you, did he not?
I was sitting here waiting. Certainly you and your mother will be safe with us, young man. But I thought that you would likely be interested in something to eat or drink. A cold glass of milk, for example. You'll find it when we go down those stairs. You'll think you've entered the mouth of Jonah's whale, and in some ways it is. You have nothing to worry about here. We have helped many people in danger.
How will my husband locate us?
He will be informed, I promise you.
He hasn't regained consciousness yet. He inhaled the smoke from the flames and he's severely burned. But his general condition worries me even more. I'm not optimistic about his chances. But we'll do our best. On that, you can count. I just can't be sure at this stage. They say that he was a decent man. They tend to die young, Rabbi.
Come. I hope that God will forgive me if I let that man die without his dear wife at his bedside. No other option exists. If she were to learn of it, she'd want to stay. And it's imperative that she leave here at noon. There is great danger. We are the protectors.
We will follow your orders, Venerable Rabbi.
Good.
father is here. Joseph?
No, it's Elijah. I brought some milk, some bread, and some eggs. Eat something and then we'll go. No, it's better to eat on the way.
My husband.
He's well. He asked me to come and tell you that only there's not a second to lose. We have to get started.
Why isn't he here?
But you know why. There's still danger. You have to go.
I thank you for what you've done for us, but I'm not leaving until I see my husband.
Then all right. I don't wish to waste a whole hour arguing.
Elijah! What are these clothes and weapons for?
It's best to leave the weapons alone. The clothes are there to help people in need.
In need of what?
To hide for a few days and then escape from the city.
You mean there are other people like us?
Come.
There aren't any shoes in my size. Why, I wonder? Maybe because they don't expect a child to have to escape.
Our venerable rabbi says that everything is happening because the prophecies are being fulfilled.
What did he say?
Nothing. Just eat your lunch.
Shalom.
Shalom.
But you said you would take me to Joseph.
And I'm going to. Really.
Come with me, please.
Go, little one. Go with God. The one who created the sky and makes the grass green and feeds the little crows. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
That's a good boy.
You said that if I were the son of a crow instead of Joseph the carpenter, God would feed me.
Shalom.
Where are you taking us?
You will see. They're important people, and you won't be alone. Everything necessary will be done for you and your son. Stay here. Don't move. Be sure not to touch anything.
Where are we, Mother?
I don't know.
It's hot.
Jesus, come back here.
So, child, do you like this house?
Are you the owner?
Oh, no. Just the last of the Jewish servants. When I go, there won't be any others. Do you know who that old man is? One who witnessed the death of the last queen of Egypt. Her name was Cleopatra. Egypt died with her. One small bite from the deadly asp. That is how queens die, my boy.
He's 7 years old. You mustn't talk like that to him. He's too young.
Forgive me. I brought you a warm cloak for the journey. It will be cold in the mountains.
I don't intend to go on any journey until I'm brought to my husband.
The caravan is ready to leave.
No, I tell you I'm not going anywhere.
There's no other choice.
Not till I see my husband. They promised me.
That's out of the question. Someone made a mistake.
To make that journey without seeing my spouse? I'm not one to act without my husband's consent.
Your husband would want to see you safe, would he not? 2 young newlyweds of the faith are leaving here for Palestine. The rabbi asked them to welcome you to their caravan.
The bride says, "Enter my beloved into his garden and eat of his exquisite fruits." The groom says, "My bride, I eat of my beans and my honey, and with my milk I drink the new wine." Here is the bride, and the groom that the Lord has given her. Together
Load the luggage on the camels.
The garden of their youth. Together they will see the days and years fall like leaves from the branches. Together they will cross the desert, holding in their hearts hope and memories.
They're ready. Your journey is about to begin. They're saying their goodbyes.
What about when they ask us who we are? What am I supposed to say?
No, they won't ask you.
I'm glad that you could attend the wedding.
Much happiness.
Don't forget us.
Wonderful.
We appreciate
Your
it.
presence is such a comfort.
These two?
Yes.
Another family underfoot.
The husband remains behind.
Just keep out of the way. This is not a pleasure trip.
It'll be a pleasure to participate.
A very spirited answer. I hope you're prepared for the heat and cold of the desert, young man. All right, we'll get on our way.
May God be with you.
Brothers Wade! Brothers Wade! We are going with you!
For an expatriation permit, you'll need 2 Roman citizens as witnesses. Bonded slaves may not sign, even if they're citizens. I'll write down the names. Give this to the prefect.
Thank you.
Here is the document you requested.
It's still not correct. The Treasury visa is missing. You must present a request with a detailed accounting of expenses.
But we were
There is
told...
a new edict issued by Octavius Augustus regarding cases like yours. In any case, if the documentation is not in order, no monies can be issued.
A letter? What letter?
A letter from my lord Herod Antipatus, requesting money to help pay for the costs of the search.
You are saying that the letter in question should have arrived here 2 days ago. The question is, where is it? Is it one of these? You know that the Empire for me is an endless sea of written words. In that sea, Jerusalem is only a tiny speck. Well, well, look what I have found. Addressed to me from Jerusalem.
May I see it?
One moment. I'm sorry. There's no mention of money here.
I would like to read it.
No. And for a very good reason. There's not the slightest mention of you here. It seems you have been forgotten, Saphir. Or perhaps you never really existed. If I were you, I'd jump on the first horse I found and gallop away at breakneck speed to Jerusalem.
Is that an order?
I heard a story regarding arson in a shipyard. That arson was attributed to you and your assistant. I need to say, you've gone much too far this time. It had the distinct appearance of a personal initiative. In the Roman Empire, there is no place for personal initiatives. Have I made myself clear?
Perfectly clear, Excellency. Though I don't feel, sir, that you understand. What I did was done in the interest of the entire realm.
We will decide what the public interest is.
Excellency, I have factual knowledge about something of extraordinary importance. It is imperative that I receive the help needed to find that woman and child. Excellency!
As we move together toward the distant mountains, we thank the newlyweds who have welcomed us on this long journey. A new day is beginning. Heavenly stars shall light the lonely night. To the newlyweds, happiness, and may God grant...
If you don't mind, what's our destination?
Don't you know? We're returning to our native land. Aren't you too returning to Palestine?
But this is the wrong direction. I'd swear we're heading south. And those mountains.
Those are the mountains of the Sinai. There are difficulties on the sea route. Palestine is in revolt, and the Roman garrisons are on the alert. The deserts of the Negev are also unsafe. Perhaps it's only a summer storm, but I prefer to go around it.
Don't ever go too far away from me, no matter what happens. Understand?
When will Father return, Mother?
He'll return when he can. He's under the protection of the community.
Just like us.
Like us.
Then why didn't we go together?
I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised if he were on his way here now.
Nor I. I'll bet he is. I told you how he promised? When your father asked me to marry him, we thought we would be together for life. How could anything separate us? But I did ask him to promise. I said, should it occur, promise me it'll not last long. He laughed and said yes. Now that time has arrived. We mustn't be afraid. Your father keeps his promises.
Joseph, can you hear me? Where's your wife? You're very close to death. And you'll need to have someone to care for her and your son. I can do that, Joseph. Tell me where they are.
That's all the talk. The man has to rest.
Joseph, listen. Do you hear me, Joseph? You will be gone, leaving your wife and son in dire need. Do this for them, Joseph. Joseph. Joseph, tell me where they are. Joseph, answer me.
Who are you?
Let him go.
What do you want from me? What is it? You want to kill them? You want to kill them, don't you?
Who are you? What are you doing here?
My duty, as an old acquaintance. No more than that.
What's your hurry?
Leave me alone.
Come on,
Leave me alone.
Come on. I know how to show a man a good time.
My lord. Anything. Please. Anything. Do you work also at night or only at night?
I don't make loans to strangers.
I just need some information.
I don't pass that out to strangers.
I was told that in times of persecution, many Jews have passed through this place of business.
You're a Jew?
No.
Then I don't see that as any of your business.
I can pay.
And with what?
With this. It's worth a lot of denarii. And not only because it has a high gold content, but because it bestows great power on him who possesses it. Look there. The personal seal of Herod Antipatus.
Why would you want to part with it?
Because I want that information badly.
Which is?
A woman and a child passed through this store several days ago. Where did they go?
I hate to tell you, but the weight of the gold in this object varies. The power it has depends entirely on the one who owns it and on his intentions. In other words, it has no worth.
Chokeman! You were the one who helped them get away! But I will find them!
heights of your dwelling place, you irrigate the mountains. You fill the earth with the fruits of your works. You make the grass to grow for the cattle and grain for man, so that he is nourished from the earth. Wine that causes the heart of man to rejoice. Oil that causes his face to shine. Bread that sustains his body.
What is your son doing?
Awaiting his father.
Where is he?
In Egypt. He had some important work to finish. He'll join us during the trip or in Palestine. The child needs him. I can't furnish everything.
Only you must.
What do you mean?
Am I too forward? You're the experienced one. But one day, within a year, we want a child of our own. And it will hurt to know that I am not enough for him.
No, on the contrary, Ziva. I'm glad about that. It isn't frightening. It's good that he misses his father and desires to be with him. We will have nothing more than this for many days, bread and goat's milk. We'll have to get used to it.
Mother, were you talking to her about father?
Yes?
She asked why he's not here.
Yes.
Did you tell her why?
What should I have said to the woman?
My father's not going to come. He doesn't know where to find us.
Why do you say that?
You know it's true.
I shouldn't have let them talk me into it. I shouldn't have left without him.
You did it for me. Why are we fleeing?
Someone intends to do us ill. That's the reason we were made to flee Egypt and why we're with this caravan.
Wherever they are, they have to be someplace. This woman and her son. What are they doing? My vision, the two of them are together talking. The lady is miserable. Where is the boy's father? That's the burning question. She blames herself for leaving without him. And now what is she doing? I can tell you. She's explaining where they're fleeing.
Why don't you have your visions do something practical for you? Why don't you make them tell you where they're hiding in which garbage dump of the city?
Oh, don't you see the beauty of it? The carpenter no longer exists for them, but she doesn't know that. The child asks, where's my father? And what can she tell the boy? She's desperate. She can't say, I don't know. So she wants to invent a story. But in her desperation, she is alone in a foreign country tending to a small boy. She is afraid. And her fear creates the temptation to say to the child, perform a miracle. Perform it. It is in your power. Render our carpenter to return to us if you are truly the child of the prophecy.
You drink too much. It's not good for you.
Only he was saved from the massacre. A star marked his birth and continues to protect him.
Sounds like a fairy tale, but it's beautiful.
He's raving. He's drunk.
That's not important. I wonder how it finishes.
It finishes where he'll go out and kill any old child, and then he'll swear he's killed the king of Israel, the potentate Saphir, who wants to be more powerful than all the prophets.
True Saphir?
My destiny.
He's out of his head. Goodbye, Saphir. I'm going back to Jerusalem. If they put a bounty on your head, let me know. Better that a faithful servant should collect it, don't you think?
This is where we'll spend the night.
Aren't you going to sleep?
The animals out there. Possibly they're desert dogs. Or hyenas.
But there's a fire.
I'll wait a little while, then lie down. Go on.
You're thinking about me, aren't you?
Yes. One day you're going to grow up into a grown man. And sometimes I think about it. Mothers are like that. All mothers. Do you understand?
Yes.
Will you leave me? Will I lose you?
These are the things all mothers fear. That their children will grow up. That they will lose them.
They need more wine.
You are asking me to increase it. What is it that you want me to do? My hour has not arrived yet.
These are the things that all mothers fear. That their children will grow up. That they will lose them. Have you nothing to say to me?
Bring the amphoras here at once, and fill them with water.
Do exactly what he says.
Look! It's wine.
Usually, the good wine is offered at the beginning of dinner. Instead, you've kept the best wine for the end. You're an excellent host.
What does the future harbor? What does it hold? It's a question without an answer. Nobody can give it.
Mother?
Yes?
And who will look for me will find me.
As words, they're beautiful.
The one who said them was that man, the man from Galilee.
When?
I don't remember, Mother.
They were beautiful words. Now go to sleep.
I'm fine now. There's no longer any need to stay here.
Very nearly dead you were.
That's over now.
Yes, but new skin hasn't formed.
They don't hurt anymore.
Proves nothing. Stand. Try to walk. You see? It takes time.
I have no time.
As you like.
at those pretty things. Look at those beautiful doves, the doves! The doves.
They say your son has died. What is the truth of it?
He loved the doves.
But is he dead? They say he's dead.
No, he's on his way to Palestine. He went with his mother.
Then your whole family as well. On the way to Palestine. That's the reason your son hasn't been shopping. Oh, I'm a weakling, I guess. Too sensitive for a businessman. He said he intended to buy all my birds, and I pretended to believe him. He wanted to set them free. He's very lonely, your son.
Father, you've come back. I've been waiting for you a long time. You told me you would always stay with me.
That's true. Forgive me.
You know that I need you.
I know. And I need you.
But you are not my father.
I'm sorry. Why did you think I was your father?
I saw you arrive, saw you limping. Everyone tells me I'm not to wait, he's not coming. But I'm sure that my father will come for me. Who are you?
The father of a child like you?
Shalom.
I am not sure what route the caravan took. I only know that they could not follow the sea route. Because serious things are happening in Palestine. Upheavals, massacres, reprisals by the Romans. They treat us like criminals, we, the sons of Abraham.
But then they will tremble with fear because God loves the sons of the just. 14th Psalm.
Thank you, Elijah. Let's hope it happens. What was I saying? Oh, yes, that they probably took the route via the Sinai. Elijah can explain it to you. He knows geography. That is, he knows biblical geography. When will you leave?
At once.
See that you're careful, Joseph. Shortly after the caravan left, one of our jewelers here was attacked. Possibly a simple assault. Except that jeweler was the one who helped your family to flee Alexandria. And the one that he said attacked him, I'm sure, was the one who came looking for you.
Thank you, Rabbi. I'll be careful.
Joseph?
Yes, Rabbi?
Your son?
Yes?
Where are you taking him?
To our home, Nazareth.
Do you know it is written and he will be called the Nazarene? Take care of him, so that which is written may take place in our lifetime.
My name is Zephyr.
Leave here. Go.
Why? See what I have in my hand? The map of the heavens. It's the same as the one outside.
Who gave it to you?
No one. I found it. Not here.
In Bethlehem.
How could you know that?
My master was King Gaspar of Meroa. He was full of knowledge about good and evil. You've heard of him, a magician and sage.
Yes. I had status in the court of Herod. He arrived with Melchior and Balthazar. They told a story that I shall never forget. According to this story, they arrived in Judea by following a star, and that star was a sign of a marvelous event.
And marvelous it was, this particular king's birth date. And that date forever etched in time as well as space in signs only 4 people could decipher. Imagine, only 4 people on all the earth raised their eyes to heaven and understood the language of the stars.
You're lying, there were just 3. You're lying, and I want to know why.
It wasn't only the 3 kings. Not only the Magi had read that secret in the stars. Not only the Magi crossed the desert floor. They searched for the infant to place at his feet gifts of incense, gold, and myrrh. And you looked for him to kill him.
Why would I kill him?
Evil and good are well known to you, Saphir. But your evil won.
You don't know me. I don't know why we're talking. Take me to your master. I'm not speaking to a servant.
Impossible.
Take me to him, I said.
My master is there, under those stones. When we returned, he insisted on stopping here. He looked at me and said that his destiny was completed here. No one can help you, Saphir. You are alone. Alone to face that which you know and that which you want to know.
I recognize you, O Lord, in the world you have created. I recognize you in the desert and the rivers. I recognize you in the mountains and the seas without end.
Palestine!
The land of our fathers!
Promised land!
We thank you, Lord.
Where is Jerusalem?
Why Jerusalem?
It is to Jerusalem that I need to go.
Jerusalem is so important to you?
Yes.
I think that a child's appointment is always important. I hope that I can be there on that day that you enter into Jerusalem.
And the Lord said to Moses, "Go to the top of this mountain. I want you to look at the land I shall confer on the children of Israel, and it is there that you shall meet your destiny."
Brothers, I have brought you this far, but you are not yet home. And it is better and safer if we keep moving. Let's go.
And the caravan descends on its way to the promised land.
I too will be with you in Jerusalem.
The caravan descends toward the land of its fathers.
Seize all goods and animals. Who is the head of this caravan?
I am.
Where were you headed?
To Jericho.
Are you all Jews? Please, we have done nothing. Did you know there was an attack by the rebels? Are you a boy or a girl? Tertius, a servant of God.
I didn't know your god had so many servants.
On the floor with the others, and you better be quiet.
What have we done to them to make us suffer? Where is my husband? Oh my God, what will they do?
And where are your men? Are they near?
They may all have been killed. Or they fled to the mountains. We don't know. In this town, no one has seen her man, not since the Romans arrived.
What are we to do with them?
You know as well as I, it's their religion or their lives.
Then I'd say their lives are forfeit. How about you?
You're learning. We'd better have them tied up first.
I hear nothing outside. They must have left. We can escape.
A woman tried that yesterday. They killed her.
Don't cry. You'll see. No one will hurt us. Calm yourself. Everything will be all right. Tell me about your house in Galilee.
I haven't seen my new home.
You must imagine it.
White. All its doors and all its windows painted blue. And there's a well. And a courtyard. And an oven in which to cook outside. For in Galilee it's as hot as in Egypt. And there's a garden. Flowers. I like a large garden. Trees in the garden. They are pomegranates. Our children will love them.
Tie them tight.
You two, woman and child, come with me.
So it's these two you've been searching for so long?
Yes.
My son and I, why?
Take them and go.
No, not with him. No, please, I beg you.
Mother, there's no reason not to. I think we'd be as safe with him as we would with any other. I gave him the map of the stars.
Your son is wiser than his mother. Rufus, I bid you goodbye. You have my undying gratitude. Start walking, and don't think of escaping. There are dried beans and mutton fat. Make me something to eat. Didn't you hear? Fix me some food. Clean out the pan with sand. What do you want?
I want to know where we're going.
You want to go to Galilee? I'll take you to Galilee.
I had hoped for an honest answer.
You doubt me?
I will beg if you want. As one begs God's help when one is in danger.
The prophet says, the oppressed call for help. But no one is consoled. Prayers are sent to the heavens. But no one is freed from the violence of their oppressors. Return to your son. We'll halt here.
Why here? Is there a reason?
To talk with you. Little one, we're stopping. We'll sit over here.
Jesus?
You are his mother. And only you know what the truth is.
What truth?
Who is your son?
He is my son, that's all.
Where was he born? Born to a destiny? That destiny, what is it? I will not be surprised if you tell me that I have no right to know. And possibly you're right. But I must know.
A destiny like any other.
There exists a prophecy regarding a baby. A child would be born in Bethlehem in the year of the star. That child could be yours, and you don't want to know anything about his destiny?
No, I don't.
Before God?
Yes.
But I can quote those prophecies to you. Surely you'd like to hear.
No, I wouldn't.
But why not? A glorious destiny awaits him. The Lord will give him the throne of his father David.
No, don't go on.
And death is a part of that destiny. The prophecy says, man of suffering, he will know suffering. Pierced by our sins, under the burden of our iniquity.
Jesus, my son. My son.
In his blood, we are healed.
The Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron and said, when on the skin of a person's body is found a sore, or a shiny spot, or the hairs on the infected part have become white, and the sore is deeper than the skin of the body, that person is declared to be impure.
She is declared to be impure.
The Lord said, they are declared impure for the whole time that such sores are on their body. They are impure and will be segregated. Their abode will be outside the village.
They are declared impure for the whole time that such sores are on their body. They are impure and will be segregated. Their abode will be outside the village.
Go, daughter.
Don't go any nearer. She's a leper.
Don't be afraid. You and I will be outcasts. Outcasts together, for I cannot leave you. So perfect. No mother ever had such a perfect daughter. I cannot leave you. I cannot lose you.
Are you spying on me? Why are you staring at me? Stop looking at me! Do you understand? I don't want you to look at me anymore!
I don't want you to look at me! Drink. I told you to drink. I told you I didn't want you looking at me. Go away. Go on. Go to your mother. Move along. What is it? I said move.
Sit.
There's someone there! Jan!
How good to see you. You left without even saying goodbye to me.
No news and no money, that's what we've come to. Did you know they attacked the courier with the pay and the letters from Rome? And you? Who are you?
I am Zephyr, in the service of Herod. I see that you've caught some rebels.
Yes, the magistrate wants to interrogate them. It's a waste of time. We'll be up all night.
What am I doing here? You really want to know, do you?
Yes.
What good's a shepherd without his flock? He hasn't got any animals to count.
You said even if only one is lost, you have to look for it.
That's right. Because the one that is lost is worth more than the others.
Jad,
Yes, what?
I shall remember those words.
On your feet! Move! Move!
Let us say a prayer together, Jesus. The Lord saw their suffering.
The Lord saw their suffering
and heard their cries.
and heard their cries.
He remembered the vow he had made unto them.
Remembered his vow.
He radiated mercy
Radiated mercy.
and touched with compassion
With compassion.
those who held them prisoner.
Those who held them prisoner. They're putting them on crosses, aren't they?
Here. Cover yourself. It gets cold here at night.
mortal sadness has overcome me. We'll stop here. Stay awake with me. Father, if it is possible, take from me this bitter cup. But let it not be my will, but yours be done. Father, if it is possible, take from me this bitter cup.
But let it not be my will, but yours be done.
Mary, though I will call you whatever you like, you're married to me. Do you remember that first night? I could have tied you up, but I didn't. You should have understood.
Understood?
It was an idea that came to me in that instant. I was going to tell you to leave that night, the two of you. Do you hear me? Be off! Go!
Courage, little one. We have to find shelter for tonight.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. The Lord is my strength.
The Lord is my strength.
Can I ask for hospitality?
Is that not what brothers are for?
Thank you. I'm a carpenter by trade. Do you have work for me?
There always is, for one such as you. Stay with us if you like.
No, I can't. I must be gone. First thing in the morning.
Where do you go?
I'm returning to Palestine.
We too are returning to Palestine. But that visit was not to be. We are staying here. We have renounced returning to our homeland as gratitude to God who saved our lives.
We were all supposed to die. Then something happened. In Rome, in the Curia, lightning demolished the face of the statue of Jove Statore. The soldiers saw it as a sign that their gods are tired of blood, and they left without touching any of us.
Was there with you a woman and child?
Are you the father of Jesus?
Yes.
Every day he awaited you, knowing you would arrive.
Where are they?
I don't know where they can be. A man came and took them away.
This is the Sea of Galilee. This is the first time you and I have been alone together, just the two of us. How does it make you feel? I feel very strange. I ought to be feeling fear and a sense of responsibility. For I must answer both to you and your father. But I find it beautiful. There'll be lots of time for the two of us to talk and sing together. Not the real reason, but because there's just you and myself, all alone. Something that may never happen again. Look at all the cultivated fields. There must be a village nearby. Jesus.
Why did that man get so upset when I looked at him?
I don't know. He's far away by now.
Why did he let us go?
Don't think about it. It's all over. Jesus?
He wanted to kill us, Mother. Why didn't he?
Halt! Let him pass. I know him.
How are you, Cestilio?
Well.
I knew you were in these parts.
Awaiting reinforcements.
I see your soldiers are from the Syrian Legion.
What is it, Saphir? Did something happen to you?
Happen? Why?
It was said at the court in Jerusalem officials were wondering why you hadn't been seen for so long.
The official rumor monger. They probably thought I was dead. I had an illness, a malady.
Sorry to hear it.
Don't worry. It's gone. It was nothing serious. It was like when one thinks impossible things possible.
Demons, spirits?
Yes, something of that nature. Tomorrow I leave for Jerusalem. I shall demonstrate I'm very much alive. Do you see this? It's a chart of the stars. No harm can come to me, as long as I carry it.
We're Jews, like you, I believe.
We don't want any beggars here. Go away. Go inside and finish your work. Have you need of something?
We're hungry and thirsty. We beg your hospitality. If you could see your way clear to help us out. Probably you'll need your husband's consent. My man is...
Our men left to go off fighting. There is no peace here for the Jews. Here in the rubble, the wives wait. You can stay the night here in the stable. I'll bring you something to eat.
Please, no dried beans soaked in water.
The straw is soft, and the animal's breath will keep us warm. Thank you. I heard those same words a long time ago. You wouldn't remember. It was your father who said them the night you were born. It was very cold, and the shepherds had lit many fires to welcome the longest night of the year. The fires looked like the stars. It seemed like the sky had descended on Earth, Jesus? 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 Jesus! Jesus! What are you doing here? I've been looking all over for you. Tell me now. Is anything wrong?
I need to tell you a secret.
About what?
About a man.
What man? The one who was holding us prisoner?
No, the one I saw in Galilee. He who cured that man's daughter.
And what do you want to tell me?
I shall not forget him.
Why do you say that?
Man is mortal.
Are you saying he's dead? How do you know?
Crucified on the mount.
Were you there?
Yes, Mother.
It shall not happen. I'll not let it.
You will not be able to do anything to prevent it.
This woman you're looking for, was she your wife? Yes, and with a child. My wife and my son. We're on our way to Palestine. My wife left first with a child. Oh, thank you. It was understood that I would join them on the way, but what way? I had no idea there were so many.
I hope your wife found a safe route. Many villages have rebelled against the Romans. We can only hope it will have a good outcome. As you can see, we have to fight to be able to live in our Holy Land. The Romans crucify any rebel they capture, but we must keep fighting. It is written, an eye for an eye. Each one of us must become a soldier.
I asked you about my wife, not the Romans.
Search for her until you find her. Then take her far away from the war.
Have you seen them, or no?
Jesus, what is it?
Do you remember the man who held us prisoner?
Yes.
I understand why he didn't want me to look at him.
Tell me.
It was because I could see into the light in his eyes.
What do you mean? What light?
The eyes are similar to a lamp in the body's corpus. So when your eyes shine brightly, your good is in their gleam, and when in your eyes there is evil, you live in darkness.
And was there this light?
Yes, Mother, he didn't want me to be a witness, but I saw it all the same.
Who are you? Tell me who you are. Thieves, shackles, you've done your work. Go back to your holes. All dead. All dead.
You'll check all the bodies carefully. They must have surprised them in their sleep.
A reprisal for the crosses.
It won't stop, Azar. They kill us, and we kill them.
They will never get away. We'll go after them. 3 men, come with me.
I found one still alive. Only one was saved. All the rest are dead.
He's not one of ours.
I know who he is. He's not one of them, either. Go and see if the dead include the body of a child he was holding prisoner. He traveled far to take his life. You find the boy, you find his mother. Safe here. Recognize me?
Ah, Rufus. Rufus, there was a massacre. All were murdered. They killed all except one, like that night in Bethlehem. But why? Huh? Why?
There is no child among the dead, sir.
Why? Why? But why?
My son, when I work as a carpenter, it is my way of thanking God for all the happiness He has given me. I want to teach you all that I know, because the day will come when I can no longer be with you. Your father, like all fathers, like all men, must one day die. I wanted you near me, my son. Yes, my son. You are more mine than if you were the son of my loins. I know it needs but a word from you to keep death from taking me. But of what use would that be when For all men, death is their destiny. I pray that when all others have forgotten me, you will still remember me. I am filled with sorrow, for I will not see you grow. I will not see the man you shall become. I will never hear your voice again. My son, you are more mine than if you were the son of my loins. It's you. It's really you. Oh, my child. Oh, dear God, I thank thee. Let me get a good look at you. How are you? How are you? Why are you crying? You've gotten so big, you're taller. I knew it. I knew that you were somewhere near. But what are you doing here all alone? Huh? Where's your mother?
I told her he was too old for her, but she wouldn't listen.
Mary.
Peace be with you, Joseph.
I'm here.
Yes.
Finally.
Yes, finally.
You're a little thinner.
What are those scars?
Burns. I'll tell you about them later.
We have so many things to tell each other.
It all seems so long ago.
It also feels that way to me. I was so worried, Joseph.
I'm here.
Yes.
You already said that.
Repetition.
In a few days, we'll be home. Nazareth isn't far. Jesus, come inside. Your food is ready.
When are we leaving?
Tomorrow, early.
I'll bring the goat to the well.
He's changed. He's growing up.
You're still here, Saphir. It's warm in here. And you don't need a blanket. But why stay here? My house is nearby.
How many times must I tell you I'm awaiting someone?
But why here?
Someone who fled from this very stable. I shall wait here for years if I have to.
You're convinced that if you wait here, this certain person will find you?
I will prove it. I will prove it. return here. He will return.
To husband and wife reunited, I wish you a safe journey. Joseph, please. You are the only man among us. You should say the prayer.
Lord, my heart is humble. There is no arrogance in me. I do not ask for things greater than my strength. I place my faith in you, now and always.
I have been here before. Here. He was here, standing by that tree. The people, he asked, do they know my destiny?
Everybody sometimes sees things like when you dream. Don't think about it. Let's go on. I know that you like Nazareth, and perhaps one day we'll meet the man from Galilee. But now?
In a minute.
I find it difficult speaking with him.
I know we're not enough.
He has to be nearing this place, no matter how slowly he walks. At his age, the skin on his feet is very tender. He could easily blister. I would have liked to leave him my horse. In truth, I wish I hadn't left him there. But I was thinking differently then. I thought I was free of him, but I was wrong. I was not free. And I must await him here. What is this light?
Fire! It's the longest night of the year. That's the reason they light all these fires. Just another feast day.
Nazareth.
Yes, Nazareth.
You know, I almost don't recognize it.
The journey is over.
Look, a heaven above and a heaven below.
It's true. It really looks like heaven has come to earth.